Alright, welcome back to at least another episode, maybe another series on the server. So, they just launched the CBT number 4 for the game. So, we are gonna go ahead and see what that entails for us because they have been changing things every CBT. May not be the most that they have been changing, but it has been. At least every CBT has been slightly different. So this current CBT, before I leave the base, it looks like they changed a little bit of the research tree. It's majorly the same. They just kind of made it a bit more easy to get to, like MP5, to machete. They also, I believe, made the precision part machine. Right, it's component station. It's component station I'm probably thinking of. No, this is precision part is scopes, I believe now. They also made it so that instead of you unlocking, like, let's say both the chests as like an optional, they force you to go down medium locker, which I guess fair enough. And they also made like the gear lathe be much earlier than it was before. I think, but basically what they said is they're trying to get it to be so it's easier to get gear, which is perfectly fine. And then, let's see, what else did they change? They also changed some of the masteries. So you have a increase, 10% chance to yield steel on day 4. And I think that they just kind of made some things be later and some things be earlier. So overall, it's not. It's a decent change as far as the premium stuff goes. All of this is actually, I think, fully the same. So none of that is actually different. And then, let me see what else I'm thinking of. Alright, we're just gonna go. So basically, I did all of the beginning stuff up until... Actually, I need to get a card from here. Which we do have pre-crafted stuff for armor. Just got all that out of the way. And do I have a card here? Do I have the card in my bag? I have the card and fuel in my bag. Okay. Do I have any fuses? I do not have any fuses. Okay. So we are going to desperately need to look for fuses and gas. Fuses because we need fuses for some of the areas, and then I will explain when we get to an area. I will show what they changed at monuments. We got one fuse, alright. And we need 2 gun parts so we can make MP5 and start doing bosses, but we're getting there. It's just and then you have all the achievements that you get to redo all over again. Okay, and then we're just gonna go run out. And I don't think I've done enough dailies to... So I need to unlock advanced weapon chests, safer learning machines. Oh, I have. Okay, so they now added the new leaderboard system, which goes off of you killing bosses and you completing your daily tasks. So this new system, I honestly don't know what they're going for. Because supposedly there are still metal drops. But this is a very easy thing. Just get up here, grab over, and then you get like a decent reward for opening up this chest. You're not always guaranteed a intermediate model. It just seems like you were highly likely to get it, which is nice. And then let's just fill out. Let's just go depot everything. Because it looks like we got just a bunch of wood, which is nice, but don't need it yet. Okay. Let me open up here. We're just gonna dump all this in. Okay. And then we're gonna go turn in our quests. So it has the same starter quests. Basically, it's just do the bunch of base stuff, kill raptors, and make bone armor. Now they still are allowing you to do you can hide your armor set by wearing a skin. So if you just have a helmet on, it completely negates like what armor you're wearing. I wonder if they're going to turn that off eventually. But we just talked to this lady as always. She gives us our shotgun. And like always, you want to make sure you run up here, you grab your learning point. So we're going to be doing the left hand stuff first. So I'm actually it's actually not that bad. On a mount at least, it's very fast to get there. It's always why I recommend just rushing mounts. This is one of the slower mounts, but it is still much faster than you trying to run. Especially when you're going across map, any little bit of help, movement is helpful. Now, I will say that it does seem like they did some slight changes to the facilities. So, as you can see, they are now highlighting where the generator is. They show you what level your radiation is. And then on the right hand side, you're going to see that there's actually what's called a daily limit. So, what they mean by daily limit is you are only allowed to do a total of 7 level 1 chests a day. And what that means is that every 30 minutes, a chest will respawn. So, because the chests respawn very fast, basically they made it so that you don't need to run across the map now. So, like, in theory, I could just loot this single chest over and over today. Now, I mean, I need to go get learning points, so for me that's kind of a moot point. But it does, at least for T1 and T2. T2, I believe you get 5 a day. T1, you can get 7 a day. But as you need learning points, I generally just don't recommend, doing that day 1. Maybe day 2, where you don't really care where you go. I mean, that might be good just to chill near hospital, for example. And like every hour, just go loot the hospital room. So it'll be a little bit easier for you. That way you're not worrying about running across the map. But I do feel like if you're trying to kill bosses and stuff, you are gonna end up picking up the chests anyway. So it kind of feels like a moot point. It is nice that they're trying to do something for it, but I just don't know if it's what exactly the game needs, but they did do it. We're gonna go here, and then as always, we're gonna run to the military base. Oh, and then we will try that mini boss that's actually here. So now in the wilderness, there are wild spawning bosses and mini bosses. So we will go check that out after military base probably. That is something that I do want to be trying to do more, just for sake of it being content. I might have to go build a better another dino catch thing and get a better dino, just for sake of moving across the map a little bit faster, because right now it is very slow, as you can see. Alright, as always, these are always the same. Recommend looting the side things first. Alright, that's one. I need 2 of those. Or do I have 2? No, yeah, I only have 1. Okay, so I need 40 component parts until I can get to the next one. So I'm pretty sure what that means is I need to loot, I think the next one will do it, and then so after I do 4 total, I can make my chest plate and pants. So as always for this building, I do recommend you just jumping up the back here. And there, okay, well I guess someone took it, but usually there is a chest that spawns right here. It just has a little bit extra loot in it. Now I think that this chest is just over here. Can give you some bandages and stuff, which honestly early healing is never bad. Looks like it's this guy that probably has been grabbing those. And then I will just do military on my own, and then I will probably come back as soon as we get to the next section, when we get to the mini boss. I think that'll be more interesting to watch. So, yeah, I'm just gonna be running over, just gonna be grabbing it, and then not gonna be too much from there. Alright, so we are like 100 away from it. Whatever this is. Okay, it looks like it is one of the more Alright. Okay. Let's get everything chasing me first. And then we will handle the robot. I want to make sure that, nothing else gets in my way. Okay. Some iron components. Okay. I mean, it's not the best, not the worst, I mean, overall. So I will be right back as soon as I get home. I'm just gonna go do power plants, and then I will be back after I get back to my house. Alright, and we are approaching the Nexus Junction. We're gonna be going for the boss kill, and then seeing what happens from there. Now I'm crafting high quality shotgun shells. Bandage. Okay, so they completely changed Sentinel Fight and made it much harder to choose. Okay. That is good to know. So this is why I do it. I have been saying that it has been too easy. So I'm glad that they actually took that into mind. Ignore it for now. It is a little bit beefy. I will not lie. I would rather kill almost anything else. Noted. So Sentinel is much more beefy than before. So you can't really kite it out with shotgun. Alright, well, I'm so glad that we're not PvPing right now. Just don't summon any. Okay, so I am going to have to kill some scorpions before I fight Sentinel. I'm actually gonna find Sentinel the herder of bosses. Now, when I say that, it is going to be relatively. Why can I not jump there? That is unfortunate. I just don't have enough healing to really be able to do this boss fight. Or enough, like, actual firepower. Because bandages don't really heal you for anything. Okay. There we go. Okay. And then I believe it's in this building right here. Okay, and then this can go put in safe, this can be put in safe. Eat one of those. Drink one of those. Alright. Now, how much ammo do I still have? I have plenty of ammo still. Okay. Now, I might just need more meds for these bosses if they changed all the bosses. But we will find out. I don't think anyone else has killed any bosses. So, at least that means that Sentinel is not as easy as it used to be. Which is good, but I believe they only really changed Sentinel fights. I don't think they changed every fight. So these ones should be just as easy as before. know. Now once I get better armor and stuff, I'm honestly just looking for a better weapon mainly. Current weapons are kind of scorpions before I attempt to do sentinels. Good to know though. Alright, we're gonna go down here, and then we're gonna go to sentinel base. Or not like 2 sentinel base, I guess exactly, but we're gonna at least make sure I can turn into things. So yeah, the boss fights are gonna be a little bit longer just due to not having an actual weapon. I'd like to try to not rely on only using light bullets. Hence is why I'm trying to use a shotgun. It's just that the starter shotgun is pretty garbage. Ideally, I can go home and I can make this one, as it is like 15, 16 damage more, or 15 plus more damage per pellet, which gets amplified by the damage that you get from just using high quality ammo. Also, I have 0 points into combat mastery, which I'm hoping that if I farm a bunch of scorpions, you know, I'll be able to get at least some points into it. Is getting extra crit rate, getting extra crit damage, honestly are both gonna be something that I'm looking into. Gather tree, I'll get that via the road usually. Okay. So you get 0.36. Okay. Then do I get... I do not. So I do not get ranking rewards for killing bosses anymore. Noted. So I have no idea how they want you to do that then. So is this more damage than... Probably, so I want to switch to Scar then. I won't be able to get high qual ammo for it, but it'll still be probably better than that. So I'm gonna go to the... You know, we're gonna get into this boss fight, and then, or this little leaf fight, and then I will be back, and then I'll go farm a bunch of scorpions after. Alright, we're trying to get ourselves a faster dino. Just want to show myself getting it, if I do get it. So I do find the easiest place to get these guys is literally just go down here to the sentinel base, and then on this hill, you'll see that there's actually a bunch of them. Well, this is awkward. I thought I crafted that, and I must have put that away. Well, I guess I'm redoing this. And this is why you double check and before you tame something, make sure you have everything. Because now I have to go through and re-get everything. this guy will leave before I come back. But I mean, we can, I guess, at least see. And then I'll see you when I get there, or if I have to rebuild everything. Alright, so I did end up getting the dino, and we are moving just slightly faster. There is a mini boss down here. Oh, it's just a soldier. Alright. Honestly, these are probably the most easy ones. You just run around them. Back. Now these just have, it seems, iron. Yeah, I mean, getting the basic components is actually kind of worth. And it doesn't take me very long to get across the map now. So let's actually head over to here. This is not the fastest mounts. It is the second to fastest mounts. The fastest mount only spawns in one area of the map, which I don't actually remember where it is. Let's go see what this one is. This is I heard it. I don't see it. Oh, there it is. It's just another one of these guys. Okay. Interesting. So if you shot him in the front, he would negate all your damage. I don't remember what's in this monument. I think it just has some scorpions in it. Which... Ouch. Yeah, scorpions hurt. But they give you biotoxin, so they are definitely worth killing. Those are senior metal box and one scorpion. That was completely garbage. Please tell me there's another scorpion here that might get me better loot, because that... Basically, we were trying to build up our biotoxin. We probably want about 30 biotoxin, I want to say. It is about the average of what I'd say be a good number to have. It seems like all of these chests are completely garbage. And I'm not seeing too many scorpions around here. So I'm just going to head over to my scorpion killing spot, which, in case you don't know, is right over here. And then I'm going to try to get 20 or 30 to 40 biotoxin, and then I'll be back showing off what that does. Alright, and now it is take 2 on the boss. Don't need to kill those, so I'll just go over here. So I do have a slight armor upgrade now. So this should hopefully make this a little bit easier. Now I do know that the sniper is probably the most annoying if you're not paying attention. So we're gonna just kill sniper early. So it needs to shoot, and then it does like a reload animation. Yeah, I'm doing 230 damage. it's going better than before. Granted, he's sitting there like... Ow. Some ammo because that actually took probably 3 times more ammo than I was intending it to do. Okay. I could have sworn it was right here. Oh no, it was off by 1. I thought it wasn't here. It's over here, isn't it? No. It is down there. What? Why am I not seeing this fuse? I have a fuse, right? Yeah. It should just be right here. No? Yeah, it's telling me it's right here. Oh, it's right here. I'm just being dirt. Let's see. Get to the building right next to it. I'm wondering why I'm not seeing it. Sounds about right, almost. Sentinels actually just actively seems worse than everything else. At least day 1 when you don't have good weapons and stuff. Later on, if you're not like you don't fall over and over. Like this is generally a pretty easy body map. This is generally why I also do this jump before I do the other fuse, because the other fuse has 10 minutes on it. Granted, it shouldn't take you more than like 5 minutes to get here. Okay. This is the issue of parkour in games where especially why I jumped but didn't actually jump. gave me 30, so I do have enough, I think, for a full set of armor. And this is still gonna give me the... Did I change this? Yeah, it's like to that machine. Okay. So I think that is a good place to call episode 1, because now I am just going to have to grind a ton of... I mean, not really... I mean, I have to grind a lot more of this, which is just metal. I mean, I might. But yeah, it's probably a time to call it, and then we're gonna get the next armor tier next, and then we're probably gonna work our way towards doing probably a volcano, because all down here is T3 and T4. Mechanical factory is a joke, never do that day 1, unless you have a really good weapon. Yeah, honestly, it looks like it is going to be... Honestly, going between Millie and Volcano probably for the easiest boss fights, because there's no reason to do Sentinel base. It is just 10 times harder than every other boss, and you can't really use shotguns for them, sadly. Speaking of shotguns, can I actually, before I get off, can I craft a... Do I have shotgun parts? I don't actually know. I mean, do I need shotgun parts, or do I need... Okay, I can make that, so I'll make that as well next episode. I'll make the S1. Alrighty, well, that is at least it for day 1. We leave off with... Honestly, not terribly much, but not terribly bad either. But that just goes to show you that, like, they did change the early game, so it is now a little bit harder for solos. Which I don't know is, like, if that's their intention, but they definitely made it a little bit more challenging to go through and do all of the bosses. But that's all good, and then on next episode I will see you when I do a couple more bosses. Have a wonderful day.